interpreting the film eternity from a Buddhist perspective. Helpful.
Hello, welcome to today's podcast. Today, we are going to talk a Buddha wonderful dialogue in the movie Eternity reveals the subtle psychological game between people. Why did the eldest lady hide to welcome Upati? In the film, the master brings his new wife, Upati, home and grandly introduces her to everyone, but doesn't mention the first wife at all. The apprentice thinks the first wife will be angry. After all, even the housekeeper has been introduced, while she, the hostess, is ignored. But the master revealed the secret. She stayed away from the stage. This is what a smart person does. This completely overturned our perceptions. In many movies and TV series, the first wife sits at attention, waiting for the new concubine to offer her tea. My master said that was the behavior of fools, and that truly intelligent people understand the importance of knowing what's interesting. She understood that in this situation, she wasn't the main character. If she forced herself to join in, she would only make everyone dislike her. The apprentice believed that the first lady was of noble status and should not be disliked. The master retorted, "Who said she had status? This being the first lady means she has status." If the first lady were the protagonist today, then master and Upati wouldn't have to get married. Status and position are not static. Different situations have different protagonists. The first lady's choice to hide actually demonstrated a high level of wisdom. Hiding in a corner, she might have felt anxious and suspicious, which was perfectly normal. Anyone who wanted to protect their family would be wary of newcomers. The eldest lady did the right thing by choosing not to interfere or compete. A stark contrast to those who were ignorant and eager to take the lead. The boss's real purpose, a secret matchmaking in the film. The old man was trying to bring Upati and Shang Meng together, and even taught Upati how to talk to Shang Meng. This puzzled many people. Why didn't the old man nip this trend in the budding? The master revealed the master's true motive. He wanted Shang Meng to find a woman, and Upati was the right woman. The master was no fool. He had the power to stop this, but he didn't. Everything he did was a form of secret matchmaking, creating an environment where the two could develop naturally. He didn't resort to harsh control or coercion, as ordinary people would. Instead, he used a more sophisticated approach, allowing things to unfold naturally. However, Upati was overly active in her interactions with Shang Meng, even hinting in public that she was of similar age to Shang Meng, preventing him from performing the ceremony of a younger generation, and even claiming that she couldn't afford it and would shorten her life. She thought she was in control, but she didn't realize that this only exposed her scheming.
The master pointed out that Upati had already entered the game. She had created a maze of her own and then lost herself in it. She had even forgotten her identity as an ant, her only goal being to get my nephew Shang Meng. When a person is blinded by their own desires and delusions, even the most intelligent person can become a fool. The old man saw everything about Upati, but instead of exposing her, he went along with it, creating opportunities for them to be alone. He asked Shang Meng to take Upati out for a walk, while he claimed to be in Bangkok on some business and wouldn't be available for a month or two. Was the old man really busy? He was deliberately creating an environment where they would suffer. In the materials, Master repeatedly mentioned a concept, the game. Each of us can become the one who sets up the game, or we can become the one who gets lost in it. Upati was a master at plotting. Knowing that Shang Meng was devoted to study and work, oblivious to the ways of the world, she took 2 books and went for walks, slowly influencing him. But as the master said, a person can be clear-headed before plotting, but once entered, they become confused. Upati was just like that. She believed her own plot to be true, ultimately losing herself in her own delusion. The old man, on the other hand, is a master at breaking through situations. He has reached the level of gold and will never return to the original state of gold mine. He can see through the situations set by others and can also set his own situations, but he will not be deceived by his own situations. What about Shang Meng? He's a gold mine, unrefined. He's kind-hearted and inherently good, his life's ideal being to do more good deeds, precisely what his uncle wants him to achieve. Because of his pure nature, he doesn't understand Patty's hints, let alone her scheming. Just as a kitten can't understand why a lamb always eats grass, the lamb can't understand why a cat always eats fish. It's the same principle. When Patty called Xiang Meng's ideals fantasies, he didn't refute them. Like Xiang Meng, we ordinary people can easily slip into these traps without realizing it. We tend to defy and label others based on our own emotions, unlike Xiang Meng, who first confirms before drawing conclusions in uncertain situations. It's precisely because we lack this wonderful insight that we repeatedly stumble into the same trap and fall into all kinds of trouble. I hope today's sharing will help you better understand the film Eternal and also bring us some inspiration. In life, we should also be vigilant about whether we are entering the game and pay more attention to observation and confirmation, and less to delusion and definition. That's all for today's program. Thank you for listening.